Welcome to YAI's 2020 Virtual Central Park Challenge, hosted by Bill Ritter, Kathy Chiavi, and Carmelo Grau-Puig. Today, we're celebrating people of all abilities, welcoming members of the YAI community, guests from the Broadway stage, including Kelly O'Hara, LaChance, Lindsay Mendez, and Ellie Stroker, as well as YAI self-advocates, families, and friends from around the country. We'll raise support and awareness. We'll stand together and we'll dance together at the world's first social dancing party with Hot 97's very own DJ Enough. A very special thank you to all of the Central Park Challenge sponsors for helping to make today's live stream event possible.
YAI's Central Park Challenge started on Long Island more than 30 years ago. It quickly became an annual highlight for YAI and has been held at its permanent home in Central Park for over 20 years. Today, YAI's Central Park Challenge has evolved into a morning that celebrates our community. In its history, YAI's Central Park Challenge has never been cancelled or postponed. It takes place rain, shine, or pandemic. This year, the Central Park Challenge is virtual. Together, we at YAI can meet any challenge.
And welcome everyone to the Central Park Challenge 2020, the pandemic edition. I'm Bill Ritter at Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Actually, I'm at my house here in New York. I'm sort of isolated just like everybody else. We have been here at home, at the studio. If you work, you got to be an essential worker. We have been through quite a last 3 months. There's no question about it. And yet we're continuing this great tradition of the Central Park Challenge. We'll have some things in Central Park, but we are all watching this at home on our computer. We are still together. Maybe we are at a distance, social distance, safe distance. Some of us are wearing masks if you're outside, but mostly we are wearing our big hearts for everyone to see, because this is our YAI big event in which we reach out to people and say, we're special. We're doing something different. We are trying to level the playing field and give opportunities to people with disabilities. And yes, this has been a very difficult time for all of us around the world, around the country, and around the New York tri-state area. We know this pandemic has been very difficult. It has affected us here at YAI as well. It affected me. I had the virus. Now I'm giving antibody plasma to people who are sick with the virus. We're changing. We have changed. And this last week, with the police murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis, we have seen this country rally together behind people who feel their rights have been trampled on, who aren't treated equally, who are not given as many opportunities. Don't we at YAI understand what that's about? For decades, this great organization has been serving the needs of people with disabilities. And we have had as our mantra, looking beyond disabilities, looking at the person. What's their heart like? What's their spirit like? What's their compassion like? We know the answer to that. So we have related to the pain that we've seen in so many people's faces and hearts this last week, which makes this event maybe even more important because we're still at it. We are still trying to bring equality, bring opportunity, and level the playing field for the YAI community, people with disabilities. Joining me today, I've done this for 21 years. MC this. First time we've done it on the internet streaming at home. But I have two great co-hosts and I want to introduce both of them. First, Kathy Chiavi, who is the regional director for the Hudson Valley YAI. Kathy, wave to people. We're gonna hear a lot from Kathy over the next couple hours. Kathy, brief hello, real quickly.
Good morning, Bill. It is my honor and my pleasure to be here with you and Carmelo today, hosting this wonderful event.
And it is nice to have you. It's wonderful to have you. Kathy it really represents the heart and spirit of the staff and the people who work so hard and have worked so hard during this pandemic. Also co-hosting with me today, a man who really needs no introduction, but I'm going to introduce him anyway. Really kind of the heart and spirit of the YAI advocates and of our community, the great Carmelo Grau Puig. And Carmelo, you are president of the YAI Self Advocates, and it is an honor to have you here, my brother.
Well, thank you so much, Bill and Kathy, and good morning to all of you folks. As your YAI President of Self-Advocacy, we are also glad to welcome YAI programs, residents, families, and staff from all over the country. We have people participating today as far away as Texas, Colorado, and California. To give you the idea of who's in the house, let's welcome some of our programs. Let's say hello to Long Island. Next up, say hello to New Jersey. Next up, we have New York City in the house. And also, last but not least, we have Hudson Valley, folks.
All right.
Hey.
That's just awesome. We also have a new kid on the block. Hello, Saudi Arabia. Can you hear me in Saudi Arabia? Not quite yet, but we're there. And in Northern California as well. Hopefully trying to get in Southern California. We may be socially distant, but we are still together as a community. I do want to thank...
Hello, everyone. My name is Fawzi Abu Hashish. I'm representing YAI in the Middle East.
Bill, I think we have Saudi
Currently, I'm
Arabia.
in Saudi Arabia. YAI is working with the Royal Commission for Al-Ula and development services for children and adults with disabilities. For the last few months, we worked with so many families, teachers, volunteers, in how to more understand and providing services and creating opportunities for people with disabilities. I am now like more than 6,000 miles away from New York, and I really hope that next summer I will join the Central Park Challenge. You guys, everyone, have fun, enjoy the day, and we'll see you soon.
The battle to level the playing field for people with disabilities goes worldwide, and we're honored to be part of that. Kathy and Carmelo, I just want to give people an opportunity to really hear what's ahead. We have an incredible program for you today.
Yeah.
I believe it's going to be as exciting, and I will dare say even more entertaining than what we normally do, because, ladies and gentlemen, we have some Broadway stars here today. And by the way, our sponsor for this, and I want to give these guys a shout out, from Constantinople and Vallone, the political firm, legendary political firm here. They have sponsored the exceptional musical performances for this Central Park Challenge, and they are fantastic. What we're going to hear, we're going to hear Ali Stoker, Kelly O'Hara, Miguel Cervantes, who is on Broadway right now. Well, Broadway's closed, but when it comes back, he is Alexander Hamilton. Just an amazing pool of talent. Kathy and Carmelo, I want to say what some of the other things that are up ahead, because I want to give people fair warning of what we're going to have in the next hour and 20 minutes or so. Mm-hmm. We're still going to hold our 3K walk. That's happening at around 11 o'clock. YAI CEO George Contos will join us from Central Park to get things started. And you can plot your own course through your own neighborhood. You know how we walk along the lower loop usually? It's just so inspiring. All those people chanting YAI, and people stop and say, what's YAI? And a great opportunity to tell New Yorkers what it is. But we're going to do it virtually, streaming. You can do it in your own neighborhood. Walk around your house, walk in your backyard, walk in your neighborhood. You can dance the equivalent of 4,000 steps during this broadcast, and download the free app Strava to track your own progress. All the Tony winners and everyone else from Broadway, we're also going to have the incredible DJ Enough from Hot 97, and he's going to play us off the air. He's just amazing, and you're going to like what he has to do. Kathy, tell them about the 20 for 20,000 challenge. We've seen it on our web, centralparkchallenge.org, or text at any time, YAI to 24365. Tell us about the drawing, Kathy.
Absolutely. So we are going to conclude the celebration today with our 20 for 20,000 challenge drawing. And the winner is going to receive 2 Broadway tickets to a show of their choice. And this drawing is sponsored by the YI Arts and Culture Program. So we're very excited to see who wins those 2 tickets.
Okay, very good. Speaking of Broadway, during the social distancing party, we're going to show you all of our Broadway performers once again in the same broadcast at the end of all this. I want to say really quickly, the Central Park Challenge, we need donations today. I'm not going to lie. We need some money. And I hope you could, $1, $10, $50, $100, $1 million. Text YAI to 24365, and that'll take you right to centralparkchallenge.org. I'll donate a little later, and you can see how easy it is to do it. Okay, the YAI advocates, as Carmelo said, play a very central role in the whole functioning of YI and the spirit of what this organization is about. Introducing our Broadway talent today, we want to really get on a big start with this. So we're going to introduce Oscar Siegel to introduce our first performers. Oscar.
Hi, my name is Oscar Siegel. I've been receiving services from YAI since I was 7 years old. YAI has helped me with self-advocacy and In My Shoes and the Central Park Challenge. And I wanted to introduce you Isabel McCalla and Caitlin Kennan from The Prom. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
I don't want to start a riot. I don't want to blaze a trail. I don't want to be a symbol or cautionary tale. I don't want to be a scapegoat for people to oppose. What I want is simple, as far as wanting goes. I just wanna dance with you. Let the whole world melt away and dance with you. Who cares what other people say? And when we're through, no one can convince us we were wrong. All it takes is you and me and a song.
I don't need a big production, streamers hanging in the air. I don't need to spend the night with confetti in my hair. I don't need a room of people that I don't really know.
I just want to hold you and never let you go. I just wanna dance with you. Let the whole world melt away and dance with you. Who cares what other people say? And when we're through, no one can convince us we were wrong. All it takes is you and me and a song.
Two people swaying slowly, nothing more and nothing less. Why anybody fears that is anybody's guess.
I just wanna dance with you. Let the whole world melt away and dance with you. Who cares what other people say? And when we're through, no one can convince us we were wrong. All it takes is you and me and a song.
Wow, that was just tremendous. And we want to thank Caitlin and Isabel. Like, can they sing or what? And they, when you do it on the internet like this, it really does change it. But you can feel that their connection is quite real. I love what they said. I wrote it down. I just want to dance with you. All it takes is you and me and a song and a smile. And that's a great message on this day. And after this week we've had, and after the last 4 months we've had with this pandemic, we are still here. We're going to talk about how tough a challenge that was for the people of YAI and how great the staff did trying to keep everyone safe and alive and healthy. I do want to talk to you about what YAI is about. The Central Park Challenge is produced by YAI, the network of agencies committed to improving people's lives and the lives of children and adults with disabilities. We've been around for more than 60 years. My honor to have been here since 1999, doing what I'm doing now, hosting the Central Park Challenge. YAI's motto is living, loving, working, learning, with an emphasis on each. We got 300 programs, more than that now, through the NYC, New York City metropolitan area, New Jersey, Northern California, Saudi Arabia, you know it. My own personal connection here, my parents gave birth to a little boy named Alex in 1957. Alex lived 2 weeks. He had severe disabilities, bad heart. Looking back, I think probably medically, if he had been born now instead of 57, he might have survived, but he didn't back then. But my parents did something that changed all of our lives in our family. They became committed to helping and being involved in organizations that looked at kids with disabilities and how to improve their lots in life. And that stayed with me and my brother for the rest of our lives. My parents could not talk about our little brother, Alex. Even to the day they died, they cried. But they knew that they had a legacy built for him because even at the age of 2 weeks, they committed for years to help kids with disabilities and level the playing field. Who knows? I think he could have lived if he had been born now, but he didn't. And I, every day and every time I'm involved with YAI, including at this great event, I feel my parents on my shoulder. I'm carrying them with me and the memory of my brother, Alex. So I have a very personal and profound, I think, connection to this wonderful organization. We're all connected. We are all connected. I want to show you some things more about YAI. You saw some of the pictures we've had. We put together a really profound and really interesting and I think inspiring video that explains what this organization is really all about. Let's take a look.
Everyone needs a helping hand sometimes. For children and adults with intellectual or developmental disabilities, that helping hand might mean supporting someone on the road to becoming more independent. At YAI, we provide that support in dozens of ways. Some people need help on the job. Some need a home where they're free to be themselves. Some want to create art, learn how to travel, or become a better friend. Every one of us needs to be seen for who we are, not how able we are. Living, loving, working, and learning. YAI has been a part of the community for more than 60 years. We're a network of allied agencies that includes Premier Healthcare, a specialty medical provider, Manhattan Star Academy, a school for children who have a range of different learning styles, and iHope, where students with brain-based injuries grow and develop. And we help to manage the National Institute for People with Disabilities of New Jersey. YAI also shares its knowledge with families, employers, providers, and foreign governments, so everyone can benefit from our experience. What ties everything at YAI together? We put people before disabilities. Our staff have some of the most demanding jobs in the world, and we support some of the biggest dreamers in the world. And all of us believe that no goal is too big or too small when we work together. YAI is seeing beyond disability. Let us help show you how.
The virtual Central Park Challenge wouldn't be possible without all of our sponsors. See their well wishes in our online digital journal, sponsored by Clifton Bud DeMaria at centralparkchallenge.org.
By the way, if you're taking pictures of what you're doing today to mirror what we're doing, post them on Facebook and Twitter and our page, hashtag YAI Challenge, and we'd like to see what you're doing. Maybe we'll put some up during this great celebration online, or we'll just put it on our pages too. I also want to say there is ample opportunity to contribute, to support YAI at this critical time. Text YAI to 24365. Get that? 24 hours, 365 days. It's perfect. 24367. Text YAI, and that will take you right to centralparkchallenge.org. Make a donation, whatever you can afford. 50 cents, $50, $500,000. Everything is going to help these people. And the people that we have become committed to for 6 decades, and no one is more committed to the concept of YAI and leveling the playing field and seeing beyond disabilities than our co-host today, Kathy Schiavi. And Kathy, I know that you do incredible work, and your staff, and you give credit to your staff more than yourself. Your staff does great work. I do have a couple of questions to ask you. This is a field that has changed so much over the last few decades, not the least of which is kids who didn't survive teenagehood are now growing older to collect Social Security. That has changed part of it as well. In what ways has this field changed since you've been in it?
Bill, the field has changed dramatically. And I think the biggest philosophical shift has been person-centeredness. And that has been what has unified all of our programs. And as much as I would like to explain it to you, I think the best way for everybody to understand it is to hear a personal story. And we have Jeffrey, who is out there somewhere in Brooklyn, Jeffrey, and him and his family took the time to share their story. So I want to introduce that. Here's Jeffrey.
I learned that Jeffrey had Down syndrome the instant he was born. I was in the delivery room, and as soon as he came out, I saw it. Didn't know what it was at the time, but I knew what it wasn't. And that was what you would call, quote-unquote, a normal birth.
When he was born, we were still in the hospital. The doctor said, "You have to take him home. There's no place to put him anymore." So, brand new parent.
When he was born, he was so floppy, he had literally no muscle tone. Look at him now. He skis, he plays 2 sports competitively, he bowls, he has a girlfriend, and he surfs.
Surfing makes me feel cool and muscular.
He's such a dude, he loves sports. If Jeffrey hadn't had Downs, he would have joined a fraternity, he would have been the fraternity president, and everybody would know him on campus. That is exactly him.
We started with YAI, very, very simply, with Friday Night Social.
And it was just a wonderful place on a Friday night for them to spend a couple of hours.
He always wanted a job. He always wanted a job where he got paid.
I can't tell you how many hours YAI spent in taking him to various interviews and so on until he found the right fit.
Currently, Jeffrey is using residential services, and he's continuing with counseling services. He gets employment services, which is how Jeffrey got an internship for this summer at Saatchi & Saatchi.
So these people, the ladies and the guys doing the work. Saatchi & Saatchi is like a business thing with computer stuff, and I do critical stuff. That's my friend.
Yo, man, what's up?
I'm good.
My son Jeffrey's taught me a myriad of lessons, but I think the biggest thing he's taught me is don't complain. Be happy with what you have and make the most of it, because he certainly has. This is a young man who can't read or write, but he travels independently. He's worked in competitive employment. He just finished an internship with a major corporation this past summer, and in every respect has the kind of life that he decided he wanted and he's worked hard to achieve.
YAI is helped me for everything for me.
Wow, Jeffrey Resnick is amazing. You know what? Who else is amazing? His family's amazing. He has a supportive family to mirror the support of the family he has at YAI as well. So we thank Jeffrey for that, and an inspiring thing. I look at Jeffrey, I look at you, Jeffrey, and I think, you know, if my brother Alex had this kind of treatment, this kind of services back then, he'd still be here, and you're thriving, and we're so proud of you. I want to tell you one more time, we need some support today, and I'm not a hawking, fundraiser, but I want to help this organization. Right now, I texted YAI to 24365. It took me right to a page. I'm going to donate right now $500, and I'm going to do this several times today just to show you that this is real. I'm going to fill in the rest of my name and everything else later because you don't need to see this. It's easy to do. Donate, please. It's $500 I just gave. I'm going to do it a couple times today, and I hope you join me. If it's $5, it goes to a great cause, and we need the help. Carmelo, you see that? You see Jeffrey? You are the head of the YAI Self-Advocates. Tell me about this, and tell us a little bit about what you're going to introduce in this segment coming up here.
Absolutely, Bill. And by add, you did such an incredible job introducing. You're always the best so quickly.
Thank you, man.
As a self-advocate, as well as the president, the passion, it has impacted my life. Continue to represent the people YAI supports across the regions. Over the next hour, you will hear from several of our self-advocates to introduce the amazing Broadway performers that are coming up, including Kelly O'Hara and Lizzie Mendez. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce you to one of the self-advocates, Janice Smith-Phillips.
Hi, my name is Janice McPhillips. I'm a YAI self-advocate. I support YAI because they help me advocate for myself. It is my pleasure to introduce the Tony Award winner, La Chance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for supporting the bright young minds at YAI. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. Gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. Woo! All of those bad feelings have disappeared. And there is that rainbow I've been praying for. Gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, nothing but blue skies. sunshiny day. Gonna be a bright sunshine.
Was that awesome or what? These entertainers are just so great. Yeah, really great. You should have seen Carmelo singing in the background and dancing. Okay, we're gonna get. We maybe recorded it and we'll post that and embarrass him even more. No, he was great. He was really fantastic. We need your support. Right below me is centralparkchallenge.org or text YAI to 24365. It'll take you right there. You know, the world has changed. We wear masks. We use sanitizer. We don't hug as much as we used to unless we're living with someone. We don't handshake. We socially distant, but we need to stay emotionally together. And that is what we tried to do during this pandemic at YAI. What a challenge it has been. It's been difficult. People have died around the world. You probably know someone who's died. You probably know someone who got sick. I got sick. I was sick in this house for 17 days. Took me to recover. I got tested for antibodies. I'm now giving plasma. How difficult is it to do this job? It's hard enough. And then to have it during a pandemic. Kathy Schiavi knows it very well. She led the Hudson Valley effort and knows how this organization did it. Kathy, tell me how you had to change it. It's a tough enough job as it is, what you do. And then you had to do it during this deadly virus crisis.
Yeah, you know, Bill, like the rest of the world and the rest of our country, when this wicked virus hit, it was unprecedented, and it presented so many challenges and so much fear for all of us personally. But for YI, it was an additional challenge because while we were all trying to take care of our personal lives and families, our role was to support other human lives. So let's talk first about the impact it had on the thousands of people who we support. In an instant, their entire world changed. Our schools closed, our day programs closed, our employment services, didn't close, but had to shift. People who had employment may have lost their job. And all of this was without any forewarning. There was no time to transition or counsel. So we had to get creative, and our schools looked into doing Zoom with the students at home. Our employment services looked into how do we support and coach differently, as well as our day hab programs, and our recreation and our social programs as well. For people who lived in our residences, there was even an additional impact because their entire home life changed. What was once a coming and going and free-flowing home, we were in quarantine. Families couldn't visit. They couldn't go home on family visits. We couldn't go out into the community. And it was just such an adjustment that we all had to make. And then when the virus did come in, we had to do things differently. When people got sick, we had to isolate. And it can be a challenge when people are sharing bedrooms. So we had to redesign our homes. But again, we got creative. We looked at those empty classrooms. We looked at empty spaces within our region, and we were able to move people out so we could nurse them back to health when they needed that move. And as I use the word nurse,
good.
I was going to say, as I use the word nurse, I have to take the time to give a shout out to all of the YI nurses out there. They were nursing in a very different way, and information was changing daily, and their intuition and their skills, I'm telling you, Bill, saved hundreds of lives. And a direct extension, and I just want to say a direct extension to those nurses were our heroes, and the nurses were heroes, our DSPs were heroes, and our frontline supervisors were heroes. While the rest of the world could take measures to keep themselves safe and hunker down and work from home, our staff rose up, went in, and we're turning a corner now, but it is all due to their work and their efforts and their bravery.
You're really talking about staff as first responders, and it's the first time a lot of us are hearing the story that you had, and I think that we applaud you, we applaud all the people who had to really readjust for these 24/7 new realities at YAI. And I thank you so much. We support these essential workers. You can support it too by going to our website, centralparkchallenge.org. We're going to do our walk pretty soon. Kathy, you I know have something to introduce.
I do. And before we do that, when people go on to donate, I do want to talk about just briefly our workers being first responders. We got ignored with that by the government, by the media. The accolades and the title of hero going to the nurses, doctors, and first responders was absolutely a wonderful thing, but there should have been a fourth, and it should have been DSPs and frontline supervisors. So what I want to tell people is, though that time has passed and we'll work to correct it in the future, you can make a difference. When you go on to make that donation today, you can actually designate your donation to go to our DSP fund, just as a way of giving that acknowledgement of a hero.
That's a really good point. I think that a lot of people hearing this today are thinking of you as a first responder and your staff in a way that we have not before. Kathy, thank you very much. Do we want to go to some of our sponsors? I want to show you some of the videos that are highlighting the sponsors who are really the backbone of financially of a lot of what we get. And we are so grateful for them. Let's take a look.
Windstream Enterprise is proud to support YAI
in their effort to help people with intellectual
and developmental disabilities.
2020 YAI Central Park Challenge
has been challenging
due to COVID-19.
Our message today is to continue to
thrive on.
This day belongs to YAI.
We are glad to be part of the celebration.
Thrive
on!
Woo! Have a great day.
Great day.
All right. We love that. Our sponsors are as into it as everyone else. I want to introduce the man who runs this organization, the CEO of YAI, George Contos. To start off, little comments. He's going to give a little speech, pep talk, and then the introduction to the Central Park Walk.
Thank you, Bill, Kathy, and Carmelo. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here and joining us for YAI's first ever virtual Central Park Challenge. Every year, on the first Saturday of June, the entire YAI community, including staff, the people we support, friends, donors, leaders, and thousands of others, has its moment in the sun to gather, run, walk, dance, and have fun celebrating diversity and people of different abilities. This year's event is a little bittersweet. Although I wanted YAI's presence in beautiful Central Park to continue, and I'm proud to be the one keeping up the tradition by being here, I'm socially distanced, even from the friend who's taking this video, and without the unbelievable positive energy that's generated from the thousands of children and adults who gather here on the first Saturday of every June to celebrate life. It's just not quite the same. But today is still our day, and it always will be. We've been through so much over the last few months, and yes, YAI will change with this moment of crisis and will emerge stronger than before, but we have much work to do to operate successfully in our new normal, and we'll need your assistance to get there. YAI's Central Park Challenge remains our most important fundraiser of the year, and I invite those of you joining us online to consider a tax-deductible donation by texting YAI to 24365. That's texting YAI to 24365. There is much more ahead, including DJ Enough and the world's first social distance party. On behalf of everyone at YAI, and that's a lot of people, thank you for being you and for being with us today. Our next Central Park Challenge will happen right here on June 5th, 2021. And I look forward to connecting with all of you live and in person. Until then, be healthy, stay safe, and take care. Peace.
Windstream Enterprise is proud to support YAI. Windstream wanted to help YAI because we understand how important it is to level the playing field. YAI is committed to making sure people with disabilities have the same opportunities, the same access, and the same rights as anyone else. When we heard that YAI's Central Park Challenge was sending its traditional 3K walk into the streets, we knew we found the perfect opportunity to show our support. And when I say into the streets, I know I could be talking to people anywhere. YAI has programs in New York City, Long Island, Westchester, Rockland, Northern New Jersey, and Northern California. And YAI has friends and allies and supporters all over the world. Windstream Enterprise wishes you all a great day. Enjoy your walk, everyone.
And we thank Windstream Enterprises. Carmelo, I want you to start to count this down. You know, I've seen 5,000 people walk around on this walk down the lower loop. It's just so inspiring. We talk about leveling the playing field. There are some hills on this, and it is a challenge for a lot of people to finish this walk, but they do it. Carmelo, I'm looking at this. We're approaching 2,000 virtual walkers. I am so proud of all of you who are doing this. Take pictures, send it to us. Use the hashtag YAI Challenge, and listen now as Carmelo starts the countdown wherever you are. Start walking. Walk around your dining room table, whatever it takes. Carmelo?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start the walk, and it's 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Thanks to our sponsor, The Difference Card, you can pick up some Central Park Challenge swag on our online store. Take a look.
Go Walker, and make sure you take some video of it and send it to us, hashtag YAI Challenge. Congratulations to all the walkers, and thanks for supporting us. Speaking of support, our next guest is someone that we rely on for support and an important figure in New York City, and I think an important figure when the history of this city is written for this era. His name is Victor Calise. He is the Commissioner of the Mayor's Office for People with Disabilities. He was appointed in 2012 by Mayor Bloomberg and has remained in his position until the current administration. Victor, welcome to the Central Park Challenge for 2020, the pandemic edition. I'm not hearing you, just for the people in the booth. I don't hear you, Victor. I'm sure you're talking, and someone could just tell me if the audience can hear. Okay, we're going to try to fix our technical problem. Victor, stand by, because I got a big interview for you. It's going to be hard hitting, and I want to know what you think of the baseball season if it's going to happen. But stand by for 1 second. Let me just also take this opportunity before we get to Victor. And you saw what we just did. We have the walkers going. I am going to go back to our website, and I'm urging you to join me as well. Go back, just text YAI to 24365, and you will go right to the place where we need to go, and that is donating. And I'm going to donate right now another $500 to YAI. I'm saying donate $500. It is so simple to do. You can do any amount you wish. If you have $1 and that's what you can afford, do it. I would love to see your names there. Say, thank you, Bill, and they will know that you did it because of this. www.centralparkchallenge.org. I understand that Victor Calise's problems have been solved. They were not your problems, Victor. They were ours. Do you hear me? I don't hear you. So, but if the audience can hear me, Jason, our EP, if their audience can hear, I'll ask the questions. Do we hear him? Okay. Victor, I don't know what your answer is, but I've talked to you before, and I believe, hold on for 1 second, Victor. All right, I'm going to, if we can hear, if the audience can hear Victor, Jason in the booth, I will interview Victor. Okay. Victor, we'll get you. Anyway, I'm going right here, and I'm going to donate the $500 again. Anything you can afford, really, seriously, $1, $1.50, $1 million, whatever it is, it would be well worth it and much appreciated. Our challenges this year have been stronger than ever. The Central Park Challenge in the Central Park for the last 24 years has been our main fundraiser, and we lost it this year. So many other people have done the same thing. So do that. I just did the $500. Victor, I understand we have you. Put your headphones on.
All right, headphones on.
All right, there you go. Can you hear me now? You can.
All
More
right,
importantly, I can
let me
hear
get
you.
them in.
All right, Victor.
All
I'll
right,
tell you
can you hear me?
The technical stuff is nothing compared to the challenges that. Yes, you're good. You're
All
good,
right.
Victor. The
Thank you.
technical challenges we just had are nothing compared to the challenges that people with disabilities face. You deal with that as the city's commissioner for people with disabilities. You identified, you've set a very lofty goal for this city, for all of us, to make New York City, I want to get the language right, the most accessible city in the world. When I first became aware of the disabled movement, the movement for disabled rights, we were talking about curb cuts, and that was all you really needed. This goes far beyond that. What do you have in mind?
Well, you know, unfortunately, there are times today that we're still talking about curb cuts. But the reality is that the city for some time has never held themselves accountable, has never and put a disability plan together. So our office certainly has addressed this with a report, an annual report that we put out every year that is that holds us accountable. And it really looks at many issues across New York City. Transportation. How do we get around our city in a more efficient way? Housing. How do we ensure that housing is accessible and equal for people with disabilities? How do we make sure that people are financially empowered? How do we ensure that healthcare, especially as we move to telehealth, how do people have access to that? How do we get them tablets? How do we get them internet connections? How do we ensure technology is fully accessible? And most importantly, is employment. Employment is, if we look at the numbers of people with disabilities that are unemployed, it's about 79%, and we have to change that. And we have built a big program to address employment.
You know, you have 40 million people have been out of work in the last 11 weeks. That's a lot of people to be competing, and you have all these people that may have abilities now competing with people who don't have, who have disabilities. It makes it even harder.
It sure does. And one of the things prior to COVID, we were really hiring hundreds of people within the city of New York, through government and also in the public and in the private sector as well. So we are going to see some drop-offs, and we have to look to where the new gains are and where the new job sector is going to be. And that's one of the funny things is that they said people with disabilities can't work from home. And now everybody's working from home. And we've known this for some time. And people with disabilities certainly understand that it's capable. And as long as we can get the technology that's there.
Okay. Victor, thank you for all your support. But more importantly, thank you for your vision for what needs to be done. This is a never-ending challenge. Just like people with disabilities face never-ending challenges, your job as trying to improve the lot and life of people with disabilities, not just in terms of the services they get, but also going forward, getting them trained for jobs and getting them to, you know, they're going to be living, people now live for a long time with disabilities they didn't before, and now they're going to live to a ripe old age, and we have to take care of all of their needs, you know, psychological, medical, everything, and you're doing a great job. Victor Calise, we honor you and we support you, and we say thank you very much for joining us on this important day here at YAI.
Thank you.
Okay, my brother. Thank you very much. You know what? The city provides all sorts of support. We need your support today. Go to our website, centralparkchallenge.org. Text YAI to 24365. It'll take you right there, and give whatever you can. Look inside your heart. Say, hey, Bill, I heard you. That'll make note of how much my pitching helped or didn't. Maybe it hurt, but we really could use your support. Right now, I want one of our advocates, the self-advocate, Michelle Wensman, to introduce a group that has been with our organization at the Central Park Challenge every year, gymnasts that are incredible, leading Cheer New York. Take it away, Michelle.
Hi, my name is Michelle Wensman. I'm a YI artist, and I'm also a self-advocate. It is my great honor to introduce Cheer New York to our Central Park Challenge.
Hey YAI, we miss you so much. We wish we could be there with you. We know your event's not happen as it typically does every year, but we're still here to bring you just a little bit of spirit and hope we can brighten up your day just a little bit more. So until we can be together again, let's hear it, YAI!
Love you, YAI!
Y'all know what time it is. You better get up off that wall. Is the bus still running? Country, where the monkeys at? What you gonna do when the house go boom? Better give me some elbow room, I say, the runway. Hey, double and double like you own your broom. Is you a good witch or just a bad bitch? You hanging Kansas, no, now let me see you get dance. Dance, the house down, sing 'em. I need to see ya. Dance. I need to see ya. Hands up. I need to see ya. Dance, the house down.
Thank you, Cheer New York. That was they're just so much energy. They really ripe up the crowd, really jack them up. I want to introduce you to two very important programs at the YAI Network. We have two schools that serve young people with a range of different learning styles. The first is the International Academy of Hope. We call it iHope. It's a place for students with brain-based injuries. At iHope, the magic of alternative forms of communications, eye control technology, and adaptive learning give new opportunities for these very special young people. The second is the Manhattan Star Academy. Both of these are in Manhattan, a visionary institution where children between the ages of 5 and 21 with a range of different learning needs get special attention and other caregivers involved so that they can really get lots of support. These are two important schools, and representing each of those schools are two families, and I want to introduce those families to you. The first, Cheryl Holstein and daughter Olivia and son Aiden from iHope. Welcome. And Sienna Ferris and Steve Meow, is that how you pronounce it? Sort of, okay. And son Cade from Manhattan Star Academy. Welcome to both of your families, and thank you for joining us. Holsteins, I want to talk to you first. Cheryl, tell me about Olivia, and what does she like most about going to the YAI school, the iHope?
So Olivia is 8 years old, and she loves going to iHope every day. She has such a great day there, fully stimulated day with academics and therapies and friends, and she loves it.
We talked, Ms. Ferris, we talked earlier about how the commissioner talked about going online after the pandemic went in. And how did the Manhattan Star Academy change once you got into remote learning?
Well, Cade is 6 and he really loves doing the Zoom calls. We do a Zoom call with his class.
Of course.
He does a Zoom class with his class every morning, and then all his therapies. Cade is in PT, OT, vision, feeding, and speech therapy, and those are all online. And we're now all his therapists, but they give us tremendous support and a lesson plan, and we use materials around the home to help with his therapies.
And how has that changed you, Ms. Ferris? How has it changed Cade? How has it changed your family's dynamic, having him go to the school?
Well, we always love the school. They're so great with our son, the staff, everyone is so warm, but we really appreciate them now even more now that we actually have to be the therapist, and seeing how creative they are with coming up with the different, plans that we have to do. And we're just so much looking forward to when we could actually get him back into the physical environment. Because, it's challenging. We're working full time and still doing this, but we're now really so invested in making sure that he moves forward during this time.
Right, you were invested before, but now you've become teachers as well. Cheryl, last question to you. How do you do physical therapy and occupational therapy and speech therapy in a virtual setting? It's easy to talk to me on this computer, but how do you do that? You're not trained in that, right?
Right. Well, it's similar to right now that we are on Zoom. So it's a matter of positioning the iPad and positioning Olivia and trying to move her and balance her while being on the screen with the therapist. So it's a challenge. It's like a little juggling act, but they help us, all the therapists, and it's working.
To the Holsteins, to the Ferrises, with the International Academy of Hope, I Hope, and Manhattan Star Academy, thank you for sharing your stories. Good luck. We are supporting you. You know that. You know the support you get from YI. But most importantly, I say just you're inspiring, and your stories are inspiring, and you are a committed family. And we herald you and honor you for that today. Thank you for joining us at this different kind of Central Park Challenge.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
All right. Peace to all of you. Again, you can help us bring services and much needed services and treatment to these kids and their families. Go to YAI and just text YAI to 24365 at the bottom of your screen, centralparkchallenge.org. This next woman's amazing, who's going to perform. She was the first actress to appear on Broadway in a wheelchair and the first to win a Tony. To introduce Ali Stroker, let's get a self-advocate, Harvey Pacht. Harvey?
Hello, my name is Mr. Harvey Pacht. I am a self-advocate who lives in the borough of Brooklyn, New York City. I support self-advocacy because it educates the general population about disability issues. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you, Tony Award winner, Ali Stroker from Oklahoma.
Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. Your love was the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for. If I make you happy, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Oh baby, what you done to me. You make me feel so good inside. And I just wanna be close to you. You make me feel so alive. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel like a natural woman, natural woman.
A thank you shout out to all of our champion sponsors.
I'm supporting the YAI Central Park Challenge this year because I believe it is vital for people of all abilities to have a chance to come together and celebrate the achievements of their peers.
And I love all the staff, yeah.
Thank you. I like YAA. They take care of me. I pay my rent on time. They take care of me when I'm sick. They take care of my health. They make sure I go to my appointments.
I like to be with all my friends.
My why is a fundamental belief that everyone deserves to make informed decisions about their own lives, right?
Yeah.
I support the YI Central Park Challenge because it supports the programs and the people in the Bronx, where services are vitally needed.
What's my why for Central Park Challenge? It's the one opportunity we have all year for this entire incredible, diverse community to get together and raise awareness and raise support for this organization.
I support YI Central Park Challenge because it's one place that's accepting of every single person, and there are only happy faces around.
I love Central Park Challenge, but I want to raise money for Trick.
And what else do you like about the challenge?
Dance, 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 dance.
I love that. What's your why? And as if that's like a thing now. And it's going to maybe put a hashtag, what's your why? And it's going to be viral. Kathy and Carmelo. First of all, Carmelo, you and I sang a duet with You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman with Ali Stolker that I think, frankly, was award-winning on its own. And it's just too bad no one else saw it except you and I. I do want to ask you, Kathy, what's your why?
Oh, what is my why? Bill, I'm celebrating 26 years at YI, and every day I love what I do because I love what we do. I love who I do it with and who I do it for. So today is a day of just highlighting all of the wonderful services, the wonderful people who we support, and our wonderful workforce that is out there. So that's my why.
Brilliant. That's just beautiful. Carmela, what's your why?
That's an interesting question, Bill. And welcome back to the virtual why. Huh? So the why, what it means to me, why is always forever be my number one home. Why is because it has impacted my life and I wouldn't trade it for the world. My gift is my older brother, Gustavo Jr. It has opened a lot of doors for me to be included in public speaking, taking parts of such wonderful projects, including at schools, forums, residents, and fundraisers, as well as being from two-time peacekeeper to the two-term president of the self-advocacy group, and most importantly, is having my voice to be heard.
Your voice has to be heard. And you know what? You don't give us much choice because you are a force of life, Mr. Carmelo, and it's a pleasure to MC this with you. Thank you both. My why is having my parents on my shoulder doing these events and seeing dedicated people like Kathy and Carmelo making a difference. Text YAI to 24365. Go to centralparkchallenge.org and contribute. We could really use your help, especially in these times. All right, more music. And to introduce the great Lindsay Mendez, the Manhattan Star Academy family, Charles Sardine family.
Hi, I'm Claudia, and this is my dad.
My name is Damien.
And my mom. My name is Germaline. And we are proud supporters of Manhattan Star Academy. They have been an invaluable ally in my son Justin's education. They've provided an enriching and nurturing environment that's helped him to learn and grow. We are so happy to introduce a fellow MSA supporter, the Tony Award winner, Ms. Lindsay Mendez.
You have given so much to me, a chance to find my destiny. Feeling is believing and I'm feeling fine. Fine despite the things I know, there is no place I'd rather go. I'll be here, it's my destiny, and now's the time. For sitting in the middle of the ones I love and nothing else matters. Sitting in the middle of the ones I love, surrounded by the light. Sitting in the middle of the ones I love and nothing can shatter. Sitting in the middle of the ones I love, surrounded by these city streets so full of noise, where people walk around with style and poise, and every now and then is all the time. All the time is all the same to me. My mind is just a picture frame, you see, and we are only passing through. I'm sitting in the middle of the ones I love, and nothing else matters. Sitting in the middle of the ones I love, surrounded by the light. Sitting in the middle of the ones I love, and nothing can shatter this notion in my mind that all we do will fade away in time. But I'll remember you. Yeah, I'll remember you. Well, I'll remember you. Everything is everything. Where is the love you said you'd bring to me? And someday we will all be free. Everywhere and every place, I believe in the power of the human race to make a wake and dream reality. And that's why we're sitting in the middle of the ones we love, and nothing else matters. Sitting in the middle of the ones we love, surrounded by the light. Sitting in the middle of the ones we love, and nothing can shatter this notion in my mind that all we do will fade away in time. But I'll remember you. Yeah, I'll remember you. Well, I'll remember you. Sitting in the middle of the ones we love. We're sitting in the middle of the ones we love. Oh, sitting in the middle of the ones we love. Oh, I'm sitting in the middle. You have given so much to me, a chance to find my destiny. Feeling is believing, and I'm feeling fine.
Each of our 4-mile race finishers will receive medals thanks to our generous medal sponsor, Brown & Weinrauch.
Welcome back. That was just amazing. I'm sitting in the middle with the ones I love, and nothing else matters. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, she's just really good. Kathy, tell us a little bit about the song she sang and where she's from.
Oh, that song was just incredible. New York audiences actually first met Lindsay in the Roger and Hammerstein classic Carousel. So it was really nice to hear her sing a contemporary tune by Rule Maiden, which is great.
Yeah, that's just great. Lindsay Mendez. And you just saw a glimpse of another musical talent, Mr. DJ Enough of Hot 97. I don't know whether they call you DJ Enough. What did I call you? Just DJ Enough? That's all you wanted to see?
Enough
you
is
can
right.
move a little to your left, DJ. Move a little to your left so people can see you. No, the other, your left. Yeah, there you go. Tell us what you're going to do, and just a tease for what you're going to do coming up later. Move to your left.
I'm a DJ. Play some music for you guys.
Got it. Can we hear you? There we go.
We doing this for YAI, baby.
Thank you, DJ.
Central Park Challenge.
You're going to perform a little later. It's not good enough for me. Well, it is. It's better than good. I'll tell you that much. DJ, keep going for one more second. We don't hear it.
It's not going to work for you. Nobody can eat.
Nice, DJ. All right. I know you're just warming your thing up.
Just warming it up,
see you
Bill.
in a few minutes. I appreciate that. Do I call you D, J, or E?
You call me whatever you want.
Except late for dinner. All right. Thank you, my brother. We'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, DJ. Kathy, stick around. I want to have you introduce the 4-mile run and what's going on with it. It's such a very big deal in the YI. Usually it kicks off the very beginning at about 8:30 in the morning, and now we're having it in the middle of our event. But tell us what's happening and what we're going to see.
Yeah, you're correct, Phil. So, as with the 3K walk, our 4-mile runners were able to map out their own course and complete their 4-mile run. One of the benefits of being virtual this year is everyone's a winner. Everyone is coming across the finish lines. So, we're going to be scrolling their names across the screen as to everyone who completed the 4-mile race. So, it's a very exciting time. We did have a very unique opportunity with someone who is very special to me. Our own director of intake, Tony Martinez, took the opportunity during COVID to get her family up and about and look at doing the 4-mile run with her 2 children and her husband. And while they were training and getting ready for the run, they took the opportunity to actually create a vlog so we could see what their experience was like. So I'm really happy to introduce their video vlog to you.
All right, come on, let's get moving. Come on, you can do it. There they come, here they come. Go, 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 go. We got it. Good job, guys. Thanks everyone for supporting our team and for supporting YAI.
Congratulations to the Martinez family. They're just amazing. And you notice everyone was running in masks. We got to keep safe. We don't want this virus to come back. So congratulations to you. And thanks for being such an inspiring member of the YAI community, to the Martinez family. Carmelo, speaking of inspiring, you're inspiring. I want to, before we get to Kelly O'Hara, I get lightheaded even saying her name, to be honest with you. I'm very excited to hear her sing. I want to get your opinion and get your words about our 4-mile champs for the run.
Well, that's an interesting question. You know, walking is good. You've seen the beautiful trees. It helps you heart beat, keeps you alive. Now, order of business. Congratulations to all of our 4-mile finishers, especially the Martinez family, for sharing your journey with us. Congratulations to everyone, because we're all winners as well. We had so many amazing performers with us today. Thank you for donating your time and supporting people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Next up, I'm going to introduce the next self-advocate. Ladies and gentlemen, Ishmael Nunez.
Hi, my name is Ishmael Nunez. I'm a proud self-advocate and a member of the Self-Advocacy Association in New York, where I served as secretary for a number of years. I'm also a proud reporter for the Self-Advocate newsletter and a photographer. You might see some of my pictures of New York Cheer as well as the CPC. I'm happy and proud to introduce Kelly O'Hara from the hit music.
Hi, this is Kelly O'Hara. I'd like to share this song with all of you who support and love YAI. Smile when your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through
If you just smile, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Oh, smile. It seems like years since it's been here. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Here comes the sun, the sun, sun, sun. Oh, smile. Here comes the sun, sun, sun. Little darling, the smile's returning to your face now. Oh, little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Here comes the sun. Oh, smile. Here comes the sun. Your smile.
I'm sure you were as blown away by that song, sung by Kelly O'Hara from, The King and I, Kiss Me Kate, South Pacific. What hasn't she done? She's incredibly talented and incredible. The words of Smile were written by who? That's right. Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin.
I know that. I wanted you to guess. Charlie Chaplin. Can you imagine what a talented that guy that is and how deep that is? And then she blends it in with the George Harrison Beatles song, Here Comes the Sun. Such, it sort of embodies the spirit of what we're doing and some of the challenges that many disabled people with disabilities face, and they have to smile even when their heart's broken, and because here comes the sun. It's been a long, cold, lonely winter, and you know what? That's the spirit of what YAI is all about. We need your support. I've given twice. I'm going to give one more time. I'm not going to tell you when. Go to YAI, text YAI to 24365. Go to centralparkchallenge.org. You see that little squiggly thing that looks like a Rorschach test in there, that little QR thing? Go to that, and you'll just automatically sign on to that. It'd be perfect for you, right? That's easy to do. Yeah, $1, $2, $200, whatever you can afford. We need your help. My co-hosts are here with us today. Kathy, I want to talk to you a little bit about what the Central Park Challenge means for this organization. You've been here 26 years. How important is this?
This is our one and only big fundraiser that we do. And the funds that are donated are just vital to us being able to continue to develop more newer programs to continue to meet the needs of people out there of all abilities. And for some of our programs, Bill, the Central Park Challenge is the only funding that we receive. Many of our socialization and some of those artistic programs that we're going to learn more about completely come from fundraising dollars. So now more than ever, we really could use all of the donations that we can get.
We really could. And this is our big fundraiser, and we had to bring it inside. It's a very nice day outside. it's a nice day inside too. This is a heartwarming and really inspiring event. And Kathy, thank you for your insight. I wanted you to stay right there because I want to introduce this next organization, a big part of YAI. Our arts programs are an absolutely critical component in treatment and education and life for people with disabilities at YAI. You know, art is oftentimes the way we can communicate when words fail, right? What do they say? A picture's worth 1,000 words. I think it's worth 20,000 words. Hey, 20 for 20,000. I like that. Without Walls program, that's the name of it, has allowed many YAI artists, and there are many, to become professionals with studio time and art shows and promotion. Pictures of YAI artists and art shows, we have aplenty. Kathy, you're going to introduce the next guest.
I am. And when you say a picture is worth 1,000 words, wait till you see the pictures that you're about to see in this next video. It's my honor to introduce everyone to Jennifer Quinones. Jennifer is a lovely woman who participates in one of our Without Walls programs, but she also utilizes the YAI Art Studio to let out her creative expression. And you're going to see not only the beautiful works of art that she makes, and which also helps her illustrate her love of cats, but you're going to see how she was able to change a little bit how she did things to meet the needs of the virus and to do some very special things with her art. So it's my pleasure to introduce Jennifer Quinones.
YAI Arts is a supportive art studio program with a thriving community of 25 artists. During this crisis, we remain connected and creative, holding virtual studio sessions and making handmade cards for people hit hard by COVID. One of the artists, Jennifer Quinones, is a cat lover of the highest order. While sheltering in place, Jen has been drawing cats dressed up as doctors, nurses, and other essential workers. She signs each piece with a message meant to inspire hope in her fans.
Hello, YAI. I am going to be reading a small message dedicated to all the people who have worked hard on saving our life. So, here goes nothing. I did this small collection of cats posing as frontline workers because I wanted to dedicate them to all of the frontline heroes who sacrificed themselves to save us. Me as a cat lover knows what it's like to be in a crisis like this. But remember, New York City, we will always be strong together, no matter what.
A thank you shout out to all of our advocate and friend sponsors.
Wow, that's just amazing. Carmelo, you're president of the YAI Self Advocates. I know that brings you a lot of pride. You see talent like that. I think we're going to take you in a second. Hang on, we're going to get you we're going to take this to you, I think. Carmelo, we're having a little trouble getting you on the camera. I hear you. I see you on the little side camera. So let me do the introduction because I think we can't.
Right. I love attending YAI art shows. Why? Because it is so inspiring to see all the hard work and creativity. Behind me is a mural. This was designed by Jimmy Tucker, but created collectively by all the YAI artists. It hangs in the lobby of YAI's new headquarters. This all happens thanks to the support of all of you. Thank you. Coming up is DJ Enough for our social distancing party and our 20 for 20 drawing. But for now, I have another self-advocate that's part of the board team. Ladies and gentlemen, hospitality, Freddie Stain.
Hello, my name is Frederick Stain. I am a YI self-advocate. I support YI self-advocates because they help me advocate and achieve my goals. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Mayor Whittingham.
And let a rift divide you. Hold tight or jump across. Most times your hope is right beside you. If we split up, we'll both get lost. All of us are headed down. It's safer side by side. It's better we're together found than separate chase and pride. Never let a rift divide you. Your hope is right beside you. Some things you know not to let go. You can't let life divide you. Just hold tight and don't let distance grow. Your hope is right beside you. All of us are headed down. It's safer side by side. It's better we're together found than separate chase and pride. Never let a rift divide you. Your hope is right beside you. All of us are headed down. It's safer side by side. It's better we're together found than separate chase and pride. Never let a rift divide you. Your hope is right beside you.
Mayor Whittingham, you just rock. That, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, was an original song she wrote for YAI and is her gift to us. So we thank you very much, Mayor. You know, we can't thank enough as well all of our direct support professionals. And there's a way you can support them and thank them as well. Just go to www.centralparkchallenge.org. Text YAI to 24365. Get it 24/7, 24 hours a day, 365 days a week. We are there for maybe people in your family, people you know, people with disabilities who are trying to get their playing field level, to give equal opportunity. We know about equal opportunity. This last week has been profound in this city, of New York, and the tri-state, in the country. By people who feel they don't have equal opportunity, who are treated differently. And people have marched and protested. Almost all of them have been peaceful. There have been some problems, but most people have gone out and said, this is not right. We stand in support of what happened to George Floyd. We stand in support of people who say, we don't need inequality anymore. People with disabilities have been saying this for decades and have been fighting. And this organization, YAI, has been behind them, leading the way. This organization helped shut down the warehousing of people with disabilities on Staten Island in the 1970s. It was groundbreaking then, it is groundbreaking now. My honor to do this for YAI and the Central Park Challenge emceeing since 1999. Text us, YAI to 24367, centralparkchallenge.org. We need your support. We have another great performance by another great performer, a man who is, when Broadway comes back after this pandemic, is in the starring role of a guy named Alexander Hamilton. To introduce him, please welcome self-advocate Alicia Melendez.
Hello, my name is Alicia Melendez. I am a YAI self-advocate. YAI helps me to be a better self-advocate for myself and for others. I am proud to introduce Miguel Cervantes of Hamilton.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Miguel Cervantes here, your friendly neighborhood Alexander Hamilton. I'm so honored to be here to support the YAI folks. I know firsthand how important it is for organizations like this, for families who have loved ones with disabilities. My daughter was born with some severe cognitive disabilities and neurological problems. She developed epilepsy, and we always wondered, my wife and I, what we were going to do to navigate the system for her education and care as she got older. And unfortunately, she passed away in October due to complications from her condition. But we know how important it is for families to know that there are people out there who will support them and help them through the difficult times that come along with raising a kiddo with special needs and then on throughout their entire life. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you can do for them and supporting this organization. And special shout out to my man Marco for asking me, and my boy Landon over there, who benefits from the YAI folks at one of his school in Manhattan right now. So I'm gonna sing you a song. I play Alexander Hamilton, and I ask people all the time, what's your favorite song? Who's your favorite character? A lot of times they say Aaron Burr and Angelica Schuyler. But for the most part, the one song that is everyone's favorite, and the character, this guy's on stage for all of 12 minutes. I'm on stage for 2 hours and 35 minutes, but he gets all the love, all the glory. You all know who it is. Hey, Mark, you want to... 2, 3, 4. La da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Everybody sing. La da 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 ya da 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 ya da. La da 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 ya da 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 da. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and a dream that you dare to dream really do come true. One day I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dream that you dare to dream really do come true. You'll be back, you will see, you'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody sing. Da 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 da.
That was just spectacular. Miguel Cervantes, Alexander Hamilton, brother. It was just a fantastic thing. And, you know, for you play King George like that, da, 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 and then to go into Somewhere Over the Rainbow, you know, 8 months after your daughter died. I'm a dad of 3. That's just amazing. You know, it reminded me of what Kelly O'Hara sang, smile when your heart is broken. And that's what you were doing and inspiring us. So I'm moved by your performance and your courage and your dedication and your beautiful son singing along with you. Miguel, thank you so very much. And I hope we get back into Broadway soon because it's supposed to open after Labor Day. And let's hope it does. We get back to some sort of form of normalcy after all this. The walk is ending. I'm going to bring in our friends, Kathy and Carmelo, to help me welcome back the walkers. This is a call to action because this is the height of self-advocacy, Kathy, when you see those walkers and the challenge go around and they're now walking on their own.
You are right, Bill. This is our opportunity, whether it be in Central Park or it be today, this is our opportunity to say we are here. And the self-advocates and everyone comes together on this day as we are now. And I'm just going to make final plug that, you know, when all of you out there donate to YAI, your money is not only important, but you're taking a stand. You're standing up for people who have all different types of abilities. You're embracing diversity, and you are recognizing our DSPs and our workforce as first responders and heroes. And now is really the opportunity to do that. And it's just so great to be a part of this.
You've convinced me. I'm going to donate another $500 right now.
Yahoo! Thank you.
Before we do that, I want to talk about our walkers and say, hey, thank you very much for doing this. We have some photos of our walkers. We have some streams of our walkers. You have sent it in. Send in your pictures. Congratulations to all of those of you who did it. We have a couple thousand walkers. You know, we've had 5,000 I've seen before at Central Park.
Yeah.
You're doing as great a job now as we did before this pandemic forced us indoors. We'll be outside back at Central Park next year. Carmelo, you get to introduce Mr. DJ Enough. It's a big honor what you're about to do.
Party to all of our friends and partners from ChemRx and also DJ Enough.
Somebody who loves impossible to fake. When someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seemed impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you and the world's all right with me. I just one look at you and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
I don't know if you could take it. No, you wanna see me naked, naked, naked. I wanna be a baby, baby, baby. Spinning in his red just like he came from Maytag. Rocket with it on the brown. Like, when I get like this, I can't be around you. I'm too little to dim down a notch. Cause I can into things that I'm gon' do. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
Let's go.
I hope you know I'm for the taking. You know this cookie's for the bag. Kitty, kitty, baby, get her things to rest. Like the 68 Jets. Diamonds are nothing when I'm rocking with you. Diamonds are nothing when I'm shining with you. Just keep it white and black as if I'm your sister. I'm too hip to hop around town to hit with ya. I know I get wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
A big shout out to Jessica Mita, who works over at the Nostrand Day program in Brooklyn. And to Anastasia and Elise Morata, who's the Brooklyn Regional Director, all the way in Nostrand Day program also. That's why I'm here. YAI salute.
Fresh out boost. If they want the drama, got the O's. Ship the whole crew Welcome to the cruise ship. Dude, you don't even see him move. Ride with me, boss. I got a hard head, but her soft. She want the last name with the ring on it. Cause I pulled out $1 million cash, told her plank on it.
You are unforgettable. I wanna get you alone. Now you wanna choose. Just pop the bubbly in the koozie. It's not good enough for me since I've been with you. Ooh. Girl, I want you to know I can't get you out of my head, my head, my head. Now, girl, I want you to know I don't even know what you need, but I love it.
Everything hooks, everything works. You're a real good cause. I'm a real good verse. Freestyle unrehearsed, so clean, no curse. And when the songs go, man, everything hurts. So I put it in reverse. Go back to the scene where I seen you first. Yeah, I need you to sing that single again. Play that video, I seen you a band. 100 million spins in my mind all day. Calling in requests on the line always. Yeah, the president of your fan club. Leading players up behind like a band love.
Girl, I want you to know I can't get you out of my head, my head, my head.
Got somebody, she is a beauty, very special, really and truly. Got somebody, she is a beauty, very special, really and truly. Take good care of me, like it's her duty. Want you right by my side, night and day. No letting go, no holding back, because you are my lady. When I'm with you, it's all about. Girl, I'm so glad we made it. No letting go, no holding back. No holding back, no, yeah. When I'm with you, it's all of that, yeah. They say good things come to an end, but I'm optimistic about being your friend. Though I make you cry, all I do is make me shine, but that was back then. No letting go, no holding back, because
Girl, wind up on my body, girl. Why like it's a carnival? Girl, me love the way you wine for me.
Go, Carmelo, go.
Wine is so emotional. So wind up on my body, girl. Me while you come wine your waistline for me. Baby, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, baby. Girl, you a party animal. Girl, you active, no, you no lazy. Girl, you a party animal. To own your wine, you drive me crazy. Girl, you a party animal. You wine so good, you just so good. Girl, me love how you party. She take 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4. After 9 minutes, she come back for more. She take off the shoes and pound it dance floor. Then she start to broke out like a sword. Then she approach me just like a cure. Me know that she like me tonight, me a score. She sexy, she beautiful and she pure. Girl, I you me a door, so wind up on my body, girl. Wind up like a carnival. Girl, me love the way you wine for me. Girl, the wine is so emotional. So wind up on my body, girl. Me while you come wine your waistline for me. Baby, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, baby. Girl, you a party animal. To own your wine, you drive me crazy. Girl, you a party animal. Girl, you active, no, you no lazy. Girl, you a party animal. You dance so good, you dress so good. Girl, me love how you party. Girl, you think up there, up there, up there. Me no know where you're from, but you think up there. Girl, if God send you for meet me tonight, me a follow you a morning, go back up there. No worry about your friends, they're with my friends. After the club a party, pan me ends. So girl, just flip it like a flippergram, flip it like a flippergram. Right this moment, wind up on my body, girl. Wine just like a carnival. Girl, me love the way
Let's have some fun, baby. Social distance dancing. Right now, YAI, Central Park Challenge. My name is DJ Enough, Hot 97. Come on. Rock steady, baby. Everybody dance. Come on, y'all. YAI, Central Park Challenge. Shout to Nanuet, Highland Mills, Monroe, Poughkeepsie, White Plains, Westchester, Yonkers. Shout to the Boogie Down Bronx, Queens, Long Island, Staten Island, Brooklyn. Let's go. Watch the vibe, watch the vibe. We like it like this, come on.
I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula. I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second second chance. I like proving wrong. I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, Cardi, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Virgo, Ferrari, hop up the scoop, jump in the coupe. Big dip on top of the roof, flexing on as hard as I can. Eating halal, driving a lamb. So that bitch, I'm sorry though. Got my coins like Mario. Yeah, they call me Cardi B. I run this shit like cardio. I'm in district in the chain. Certified, you know I'm gang, 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 gang. Drop the top and blow the brand. Oh, he's so handsome, what's his name? I need the dollars to change. Beat it up like pinata. Tell the job to close the curtains. That chick make him nervous.
Chambean, chambean, pero no jalan. Tú compras todas las Jolambo, a mí me las regalan. I spend in the club, what you have in the bank. This is the new religion bank, el Latino gang. Yeah, está toda servieta, pero es que en el closet tengo mucha grasa. Ya mudé la Gucci pa' dentro de casa, yeah. A ti no te conocen ni en plaza. El diablo me llama, pero Jesucristo me abraza. Guerrero como Eddie, que viva la raza, yeah. Me gustan boricua, me gustan cubana. Me gusta el acento de la colombiana. Como me ve la dominicana. Lo rico que me chinga la venezolana. Andamos activos, perico, pim, pim. Billetes de 100 en el maletín. Que retumbe el bajo y Valentín, yeah. Aquí prohibido amar, dile charitín. Que per pico le tengo claritín. Yo llego a la disco y se forma el motín.
I'm in district in the chain. Certified, you know I'm gang, 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 gang. Drop the top and blow the brand. Oh, he's so handsome, what's his name? I need the dollars to change. Beat it up like pinata. Tell the job to close the curtains. That chick make him nervous.
Como Celia Cruz tengo el azúcar. Tú que va medio y se fue de pecho como Ginny Luca. Te vamos a tumbar la peluca y arranca pa'l que carajo. Que a ti no te va a pasar la boca.
It's the heavy hitter, baby. Big Spanish. DJ enough.
You got to show me love.
YA, baby, we partying. Come on. Shout to Queens, shout to Jersey. Shout to Mita and Hunter. We partying, baby. Come on. Go ahead, Carmelo, go. Having some classic fun right now. Let's go, baby. It's a beautiful day. Let's do it. YAI Central Park Challenge. Come on.
When I came home last night, you wouldn't make love to me. You went fast asleep. You wouldn't even talk to me. You say I'm so crazy. Coming home intoxicated. I said I just wanna love you. I just wanna love you, baby. Guess that's why I'm so elated. Come on, girl, give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. I bet you. I'll make you hot like you had it.
It's the heavy hitter, baby. Big Spanish DJ.
Heavy hitter, suckers.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
Flashing lights, moving to the beat. Mirrored walls and fog at your feet. I'm just a DJ, baby, mixing for you. I will not stop until this club night is through. Must be the music. It's turning me on. Must be the music. I cannot go wrong. Must be the music. It's turning me on. Must be the music. I cannot go wrong. My voice is on, so let me MC. I'll spin my records, get
get you closer to me. The way you dance is blowing my mind. I'm in the booth watching you all the time. Let's play the music. It's turning me on. Let's play the music. I cannot go wrong. Must be the music. It's turning me on. Must be the music. I cannot go.
One more time. One more time.
Let's dance. Come on.
One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah.
while your feet are stumping and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. A place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day.
Thank you to all of our sponsors and everyone who helped to make today happen, including Mary Mitchell Campbell, Mark Canavera, DJ Nick Coletto, Steve Greer, Helen Herpagua, Marco Pagua, Malik Penchuli, Meg Zervulis, and of course, all the performers, DJ Enough, and our magnificent hosts Kathy Shiabi, Carmelo Graupuig, and Bill Ritter.
So what'd you think? That was the world's first social dancing party, and it's now in the books, and you were part of history. And I know, I have a sense, I have a feeling that my partner Kathy kind of was dancing on the side to all that music. Kathy, being a DJ, is that something that's in your future when you maybe retire from YI or something? Or maybe on Saturday nights?
I tell you, Bill, it was the perfect time to dance, and what a great way to end this wonderful day of celebrating. And I just can't thank DJ enough for bringing his DJing skills to us and allowing us to all social dance.
I love that, social distance. You know, I think there is so much to contemplate, so much to think about, so much to worry about. And, you know, I think this gives us all joy. And Carmelo, your dancing, can I say, was inspiring. You have the rhythm, brother. And I just, I appreciate it. As someone who was watching during the performance, I appreciate it and respect it. And I also want to say, Carmelo, before you respond to dancing, you are about to announce the winner of the 20 for 20,000 drawing. This has been a challenge we have pushed for a long time, and now we're about to hear the winner. Carmelo, take it over.
Well, thank you, Bill and Kathy. The moment we've been waiting for, and the winner of the 20 for 20 raffle is, ladies and gentlemen, Tracy and Kevin Cam, folks.
Tracy and Kevin. All right. Look at that. We kept that in a Funkin' Wagnalls bin, and you just pulled it out like that. It was just great. Good dancing. We really did push this 20 for 20 thing. $20 donation to help the 20,000 people that YAI supports as part of its community every year. And for every donation, an entry was created to win 2 tickets to the Broadway show of your choice. And there we go. Carmelo, congratulations for pulling that out. It's hard to believe that this is now going to end. But let me make a couple of comments about what you're about to see before I say goodbye. First, everyone in this broadcast coming up, every singer, every performer that we've had, and we thank them so much for that. We're going to show you all the Broadway performers one more time following this, so you get a second chance to enjoy the great talents like LaChance, Miguel Cervantes, Ali Stroker, and the great, incomparable Kelly O'Hara. Kelly, I just can't tell you how honored I am to be part of the same program as you. I sing your songs, not as well as you, and I won't do it now. So thank you all for performing. You did something today that will stay with everyone for a very long time. And you who watched today, what a great honor it's been to act as your MC for all this. It was different than being at the bandshell at Central Park, but you know, we did the same thing. We celebrated people. We celebrated the opportunity to level a playing field. We celebrated the opportunity to give people opportunities. We have seen in these last few months the fear, the death, the sickness of the coronavirus, COVID-19, this deadly virus and a pandemic that has killed so many people and made so many people sick and has shaken us to our core. We have seen this past week how a people that feels underrepresented and part of inequality in our country has tried to change things. This organization, YI, has tried to do that exact same thing for decades for people with disabilities, and we've done it. Next year, back in Central Park, but this year, you all nailed it by participating in something that was really, really grand. June 5th, 2021. Don't forget to go to our website. Don't forget to go to our website. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Carmelo. Thank you to the YAI staff, Jessica Stinchcomb, Amy Sagona, Sarah Schwade, Connor Duke. I'm reading the names here because some of the names are complicated. K2 Pendu, I hope I got that right. Sadiqa Dejia, Kathy Beckler, Carolyn Dunn, the YAI Linksters, great CEO George Cantos, and the whole team of YAI direct support professionals. Peter Tabak, who was the brains behind everything, and my soul brother, I appreciate it. The EP, Jason Cohen, the TD, Frank Berman, and our director, Terry Walters. And to you, Carmelo, and to you, Kathy, we are together and bonded in this forever, and I thank you very much. To all you who watched, peace, love, take care of each other. There's Carmelo and Kathy. Thank you, guys. You just were your energy, your smarts, your dedication to this organization is inspiring to all of us, including me. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next year. YAI, thank you for having me once again. See you later.
Welcome to YAI's 2020 Virtual Central Park Challenge, hosted by Bill Ritter, Kathy Chiavi, and Carmelo Grau-Puig. Today, we're celebrating people of all abilities, welcoming members of the YAI community, guests from the Broadway stage, including Kelly O'Hara, LaChance, Lindsay Mendez, and Ellie Stroker, as well as YAI self-advocates, families, and friends from around the country. We'll raise support and awareness. We'll stand together and we'll dance together at the world's first social disc dancing party with Hot 97's very own DJ Enough. A very special thank you to all of the Central Park Challenge sponsors for helping to make today's live stream event possible.
Hi, my name is Oscar Siegel. I've been receiving services from YAI since I was 7 years old. YAI has helped me with self-advocacy and In My Shoes and the Central Park Challenge. And I wanted to introduce you Isabel McCalla and Caitlin Kennerman from The Prom. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
I don't want to start a riot. I don't want to blaze a trail. I don't want to be a symbol or cautionary tale. I don't want to be a scapegoat for people to oppose. What I want is simple, as far as wanting goes. I just wanna dance with you. Let the whole world melt away and dance with you. Who cares what other people say? And when we're through, no one can convince us we were wrong. All it takes is you and me and a song.
I don't need a big production, streamers hanging in the air. I don't need to spend the night with confetti in my hair. I don't need a room of people that I don't really know.
I just want to hold you and never let you go. I just wanna dance with you. Let the whole world melt away and dance with you. Who cares what other people say? And when we're through, no one can convince us we were wrong. All it takes is you and me and a song.
Two people swaying slowly, nothing more and nothing less. Why anybody fears that is anybody's guess. I just wanna dance with you. Let the whole world melt away and dance with you. Who cares what
Virtual Central Park Challenge wouldn't be possible without all of our sponsors. See their well wishes in our online digital journal, sponsored by Clifton Bud DeMaria at centralparkchallenge.org.
Hi, my name is Janice McPhillips. I'm a YAI self-advocate. I support YAI because they help me advocate for myself. It is my pleasure to introduce the Tony Award winner, La Chance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for supporting the bright young minds at YAI. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. Gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of those bad feelings have disappeared. And there is that rainbow I've been praying for. Gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Hey, I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. Gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Gonna be a bright, sunshiny
Thanks to our sponsor, The Difference Card, you can pick up some Central Park Challenge swag on our online store. Take a look.
Windstream Enterprise is proud to support YAI
in their effort to help people with intellectual
and developmental disabilities.
2020 YAI Central Park Challenge
has been challenging
due to COVID-19.
Our message today is to continue to
thrive on.
This day belongs to YAI.
We are glad to be part of the celebration.
Thrive
on!
Woo! Have a great day.
Great day.
Hi, my name is Michelle Wensman. I'm a YI artist and I'm also a self-advocate. It is my great honor to introduce Cheer New York to our Central Park Challenge.
Hey YAI, we miss you so much. We wish we could be there with you. We know your event's not happen as it typically does every year, but we're still here to bring you just a little bit of spirit and hope we can brighten up your day just a little bit more. So until we can be together again, let's hear it, YAI!
Love you, YAI!
Y'all know what time it is. You better get up off that wall. Is the bus still running? Patrick, where the monkeys at? What you gonna do when the house go boom? Better give me some elbow room, I say, the runway. Hey, double and double like you on your broom. Is you a good witch or just a bad bitch? You hanging chances don't know, now let me see you get it. Dance. Dance, the house down, the house down. Single. I need to see ya. Dance. I need to see ya. Hands up. I need to see ya. Dance, the house down.
Hello, my name is Mr. Harvey Pact. I am a self-advocate who lives in the borough of Brooklyn, New York City. I support self-advocacy because it educates the general population about disability issues. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Tony Award winner, Ali Stroker from Oklahoma.
Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. Your love was the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. When my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for. If I make you happy, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Oh baby, what you done to me. You make me feel so good inside, and I just wanna be close to you. You make me feel so alive, 'cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel like a natural woman, natural woman.
A thank you shout out to all of our champion sponsors.
Hi, I'm Claudia, and this is my dad.
My name is Damien.
And my mom. My name is Hermeline, and we are proud supporters of Manhattan Star Academy. They have been an invaluable ally in my son Justin's education. They've provided an enriching and nurturing environment that's helped him to learn and grow. We are so happy to introduce a fellow MSA supporter, the Tony Award winner, Ms. Lindsay Mendez.
You have given so much to me, a chance to find my destiny. Feeling is believing, and I'm feeling fine. Fine despite the things I know, there is no place I'd rather go. I'll be here, it's my destiny, and now's the time. For sitting in the middle of the ones I love, and nothing else matters. Sitting in the middle of the ones I love, surrounded by the light. Sitting in the middle of the ones I love, and nothing can shatter. Sitting in the middle of the ones I love, surrounded by these city streets so full of noise, where people walk around with style and poise. And every now and then is all the time. All the time is all the same to me. My mind is just a picture frame, you see, and we are only passing through. I'm sitting in the middle of the ones I love, and nothing else matters. Sitting in the middle of the ones I love, surrounded by the light. Sitting in the middle of the ones I love, and nothing can shatter this notion in my mind that all we do will fade away in time. But I'll remember you. Yeah, I'll remember you. Well, I'll remember you. Everything is everything. Where is the love you said you'd bring to me? And someday we will all be free. Everywhere and every place, I believe in the power of the human race to make a wake and dream reality. And that's why we're sitting in the middle of the ones we love, and nothing else matters. Sitting in the middle of the ones we love, surrounded by the light. Sitting in the middle of the ones we love, and nothing can shatter this notion in my mind that all we do will fade away in time. But I'll remember you. Yeah, I'll remember you. Well, I'll remember you. Sitting in the middle of the ones we love. We're sitting in the middle of the ones we love. Oh, sitting in the middle of the ones we love. Oh, I'm sitting in the middle. You have given so much to me, a chance to find my destiny. Feeling is believing, and I'm feeling fine.
Each of our 4-mile race finishers will receive medals thanks to our generous medal sponsor, Brown & Weinraub.
Hi, my name is Ishmael Nunez. I'm a proud self-advocate and a member of the Self-Advocacy Association in New York, where I served as secretary for a number of years. I'm also a proud reporter for the Self-Advocate newsletter and a photographer. You might see some of my pictures of New York Cheer as well as the CPC. I'm happy and proud to introduce Kelly O'Hara from the hit musical, The King and I.
Hi, this is Kelly O'Hara. I'd like to share this song with all of you who support and love YAI. Smile when your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through. If you just smile, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Oh, smile. It seems like years since it's been here. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile. What's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Here comes the sun, the sun, sun, sun. Oh, smile. Here comes the sun, sun, sun. Little darling, the smile's returning to your face now. Oh, little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Here comes the sun. Oh, smile. Here comes the sun. Your smile.
A thank you shout out to all of our advocate and friend sponsors.
name is Frederick Stain. I am a YAI self-advocate. I support YAI self-advocates because they help me advocate and achieve my goals. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Mayor Whittingham.
Never let a rift divide you. Hold tight or jump across. Most times your hope is right beside you. If we split up, we'll both get lost. All of us are headed down. It's safer side by side. It's better we're together found than separate chase and pride. Never let a rift divide you. Your hope is right beside you. Some things you know not to let go. You can't let life divide you. Just hold tight and don't let distance grow. Your hope is right beside you. All of us are headed down. It's safer side by side. It's better we're together found than separate chase and pride. Never let a rift divide you. Your hope is right beside you. All of us are headed down. It's safer side by side. It's better we're together found than separate chase and pride. Never let a rift divide you. Your hope is right beside you.
Hello, my name is Alicia Melendez. I am a YAI self-advocate. YAI helps me to be a better self-advocate for myself and for others. I am proud to introduce Miguel Cervantes of Hamilton.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Miguel Cervantes here, your friendly neighborhood Alexander Hamilton. I'm so honored to be here to support the YAI folks. I know firsthand how important it is for organizations like this, for families who have loved ones with disabilities. My daughter was born with some severe cognitive disabilities and neurological problems. She developed epilepsy, and we always wondered, my wife and I, what we were going to do to navigate the system for her education and care as she got older. And unfortunately, she passed away in October due to complications from her condition. But we know how important it is for families to know that there are people out there who will support them and help them through the difficult times that come along with raising a kiddo with special needs and then on throughout their entire life. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you can do for them and supporting this organization. And special shout out to my man Marco for asking me, and my boy Landon over there who benefits from the YAI folks at one of his school in Manhattan right now. So I'm going to sing you a song. I play Alexander Hamilton, and I ask people all the time, you know, what's your favorite song? Who's your favorite character? A lot of times they say Aaron Burr and Angelica Schuyler. But for the most part, the one song that is everyone's favorite, and the character, this guy's on stage for all of 12 minutes. I'm on stage for 2 hours and 35 minutes, but he gets all the love, all the glory. You all know who it is. Hey, Mark, you want to help me out? 1, 2, 3, 4. La da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Everybody sing. La da 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 ya da 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 ya da. La da 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 ya da 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 da. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and a dream that you dare to dream really do come true. One day I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dream that you dare to dream really do come true. You'll be back, you will see, you'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Everybody sing. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da.
Thank you to all of our sponsors and everyone who helped to make today happen, including Mary Mitchell Campbell, Mark Canavera, DJ Nick Coletto, Steve Greer, Helen Herpagua, Marco Pagua, Malik Panchuli, Meg Zervulis, and of course, all the performers, DJ Enough, and our magnificent hosts Kathy Shiabi, Carmelo Graupuig, and Bill Ritter.